Thank you, Brooke. Last Christmas, an interesting holiday tradition was born, and this year, it's back in a hardcover. The book, The Christmas Jars, is even more popular this holiday season. Of course, it was our selection this last month in the Studio 5 Book Club. And the man who created the phenomenon is with us, Jason Wright. How you doing this morning?
I am very well. Thanks for having me.
The jars, the whole story and the influence of the Christmas jars is even stronger than ever. For people who might not know, what's the story of the Christmas jars?
Sure. 20 seconds or less.
Okay, I'm timing you here.
Mayonnaise jar, pickle jar, peanut butter jar, whatever you got at home, wash it out, put it on your counter, take your spare change at the end of every day, no bills, just change, drop it in the jar. Once it's in the jar, you can't touch it again. Accumulate it over the course of a calendar year. When you get to Christmas Eve, find someone to give it to, anonymously, of course.
Yeah, and the whole story of the book, this happened, and that was sort of a story of the Christmas jars and the infection spreading. You've really created an interesting trend here. Now people are starting their own Christmas jars, and you're even back touring around the state now doing assemblies. What kind of influence have you seen from the Christmas jar?
Well, you know, the theme of the book really is ultimately charity and giving and service. So we've been going into middle schools and elementary schools, even a couple of high schools, and talking to kids about choosing to serve, becoming the kind of person that looks for opportunities to serve, that does nice things like having a Christmas jar. And the reaction has been unbelievable. We were at Churchill Junior High this morning, 500 8th and 9th graders eating the message up. They're looking for something to do. They're looking for ideas to be better kids.
So what kind of things, especially when you go to someone like them, what can kids do? Have they shared any ideas of things they've done to be service-oriented?
Raking leaves without being asked, shoveling snow without being asked, walking around the neighborhood looking for opportunities to help people. It's amazing how bright kids are and how intuitive they are.
Not only do kids do stuff, I'm sure that you've heard some stories of people who have actually, because the story came out last year, and now people have had a year to have their Christmas jars out. Have people actually been collecting and changing their Christmas jars?
Some pretty special stories have rolled in over the course of the last year from folks that really got the concept. They sort of, I call it, they believe in the spirit of the jar. They fill the jar up, they find someone to give it to. I get emails from people saying, I got a jar, or someone that says they gave a jar, and it's really heartwarming. A lot of those stories actually have happened right here in the Wasatch Front.
Wow, there really are some great stories. The Christmas jar is out again this year. As popular as it was last year, it's even more popular this year, and you're the one to be blamed or credited for a bunch of jars that are going to be floating around for the next couple of years, right?
I hope 20 years from now, millions of people have jars on their counters all over the world.
It's great. I hope everybody at home was able to read the book this last month. And you're going to introduce the book for us this next month, which is which?
Finnegan's Giving Chest. This is a real honor for me because this book, everyone has to have a picture book every year, we know that. This book, the graphics are so unique, sort of a computer-generated, almost sort of a Toy Story feel,
like Pixar animated, yeah, that stuff.
It's very unique. Of course, it's Dick Van Dyke, as you can see there, with his trademark hair. A wonderful man, narrates it. There's a CD that comes with the book. It's a very, very touching, heartwarming story, and it's so unique. It's unlike any other book really on the market this year.
Yeah, it's sort of based, from what I understand, sort of based out of a character that he had many years ago that he's brought back for the book. So the computer-generated animations are great in there. It comes with its own CD. It's just a fun Christmas book, isn't it?
Absolutely. Pick it up.
Okay, that'll be our book this month. Make sure you read it this month, and then we'll have the author in next month and talk more about that. Thanks so much for stopping, and thanks for introducing us to Christmas jars.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure.
A great show. What a lot of fun you guys have.
Well, we try to.
You get paid to do this too. I don't understand it.
I would do it for free, but don't tell them that, okay?
Producer, take note. Take note.
We're going to edit that out of the show. No one will ever hear that. In fact, we have a little surprise for you. Should we give away some of these new books, The Giving Chest?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. First 5 people who give us a call, the phone number would be 570-1027. 570-1027. First 5 callers are going to... Oh, yeah.
I was looking for my cell phone.
I was going to say, I could let you call. You could run out. We'll get a phone ready for you, okay?
On the way out.
Well, Jason's running to the phone, and you're getting ready to call, and Brooke's getting ready to solve some of our gift-giving problems.